Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is a quick voice check before we begin. Let us know in the chat if you guys can hear us okay. I have Krisha with me over here. Krisha, voice check.
What's up, you guys? Welcome. Happy weekend.
What would they say? What would they do? Would it be trouble if they knew? I'm trying hard to make you see all that you are is all that I need. I know that it's a secret, I'm not gonna keep it, but I want the lights on, yeah, I want the lights on. You know I wanna run away anymore. Leave the lights on, leave the lights on. I know that
Alrighty, this is another voice check. Could you guys let us know if you guys can hear us? Krisha, could you?
And what's up, you guys? Just give us a thumbs up if the audio is good, and we can take it from there.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna jump into it. We'll start with the chat thingy. You guys can let us know if there's any audio issues while we set up the charts. Keep it very casual today. I don't wanna stress about the setup. There's gonna be audio issues, guys, because we're trying something new today. So let's go with the mango intro. And I have the beautiful, the gorgeous, the one and only Krisha with us on camera today. Everybody say hi, smash the like if you guys want Krisha to show up more often on camera. I convinced her today. Her
Yeah,
pretty face.
that was very impromptu. How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday to each and every one of you.
Krisha was spending way too much time in the washroom today. I'm like, Krisha, that's it. We're going live. We're going live as a punishment. So what do you want to talk about today, guys? We're not going to be talking about altcoins today. Just pretty much Bitcoin. Okay, turn down the music. How's that? Is that good?
Just a heads up, I'm gonna be following along the chat on my phone. So, Shauna, heads up to you mainly. Not trying to be rude here. I just want to know what everyone's
when
saying
she's
in the
looking
chat.
on her phone,
Okay, I'm
she's-
looking at what you guys
Yeah,
are saying.
She's ignoring me. I'm paying attention to you guys. That's what's happening. So don't get offended. Is the music good now? Smash the like if the music's good.
Okay, now music is a bit tap it loud. Okay.
Hello, Trisha.
Hi. It's
It's
Trisha, but with a K. It's a Carisha. But hi, it's so good to finally, be here.
Did we send a
Doing a
notification
duo.
out to Discord? I think we did. I know it's been what?
It's
2
been-
years?
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
Krisha's camera shy, guys.
I am.
We'll wait a bit more for a few people to come in.
Wait a couple of minutes. I mean, Bitcoin's giving us all the
Oh, it's
time
not
in the
full time.
world. They're like, yeah, you're waiting, we're waiting. Let's just all wait.
What if Bitcoin just goes sideways for all of eternity, guys?
Don't
for all of
do
eternity.
that. Don't say that.
Do you guys want to go through that checklist that we went through, that we created? We created this checklist live.
I think we should. I think this sort of gives everyone a very sort of broad view on what's happening. And right now, that's where the trend is at, the broad view, right? The macro view.
The trend, you mean sideways?
No, I mean, come on. The
Okay.
weekly
The monthly, the monthly
You
is
know?
fine, and the weekly is fine as well, if you're using the Mango indicators. But there's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of work to be done by the bulls to get aggressive on any leverage trades, guys. So, gotta call it as it is. Can you look at? I can't see the entire. Okay, what altcoins? We can
Yeah.
decide what altcoins, so that way, because then what happens is the live streams get too long because people keep requesting. So ask for your altcoins right now. Okay, Cardano.
Okay, I'm making a list.
Okay, yeah, you make the list so that
I'm gonna
way.
make a list. Okay, Cardano's on that list. What else?
AXS. That.
Is that Axie Infinity?
Oh
AXS
man,
is
that
what?
that coin looks like garbage the last time I checked. But we look at it again. Okay,
ETH. ETH is good.
okay, we're putting a limit on 5 coins. All right, BNB.
This is for all those of you who
Okay.
made it on time.
Julian short BNB, so yeah, we should definitely look at BNB.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't say no to Scotty. Scotty gets
Veracity.
VRA.
Is there? What's
the
okay,
ticker?
VRA.
VRA, yeah.
VRA.
All right, so VRA.
All right, we're at 5.
So what coins do you have on the list?
Okay, we got Cardano,
Cardano,
we got
ETH.
Axie Infinity, we got ETH, we got BNB, we got VRA, which is Veracity. There's Algorand. Oh, Doge is looking good. I was looking at
Yeah, we
Doge last
gotta
time. I don't
have-
know what's going on. Like I haven't seen it this all week.
So you got to kick Doge out. Sorry, you got to kick Algo out and bring in Doge, the Elon coin.
Yeah,
Five's
Doge.
enough.
Yeah, yeah.
If,
I mean,
if,
I'm just.
if I have the energy, we could do more. Or Kusha.
I mean,
We're
yeah.
gonna take
Let's first talk
There's
about
so
the
much
king.
to talk about today. Wolves in here. Hey, Smooth, how's it going, buddy? So we got Smooth, we got Such in here, Wolvie's in here. How's it going? Krisha's in here. How's it going, Krisha?
I'm here too.
Scotty, Emmanuel. Alright.
All right, let's.
I'm waiting for Julian, man.
Isn't he? Okay, no. Wolvie was here.
Randy! Holy shit! How's it going, buddy? Randy! Good to see you, man.
Oh yeah, there he is. Josh is like, no, leave Doge. I'll go, please. Great to see you too. Oh man, it's taking me
Man,
back.
must be so early for you. Are you up early, or have you not gone to bed yet?
I think it's been a year. I think yeah, about a year. Wait, about.
So Dodge is apparently looking good. Oh, he's up
Yeah.
late. Okay. I think it's time to begin. Julian, you late, man. You late. We're gonna begin without you. All right. Where's my charts? Okay. So before we go through this list, Randy, I'm not sure whether you were there for the stream where we created this list of like objective indicators to get our mind straight, etc., to get the community's mind straight as to how we should be looking at Bitcoin. And we're going to go through all this again. Not much has changed, but you can just look at the colors and kind of get an idea of how bullish, bearish, neutral we are, right? But again, like I said, we are going to go through this. But before we do that, we're going to go through a couple of fun things. Things that we don't usually look at over here at Mango, that we're not going to base our decision making on. But it's nice to look at, especially during these boring periods. So there was a report posted by Pantera Capital, one of the first macro positioned funds entering crypto, right? So these guys have been in the space for a while. They have a lot of experience. They've been through multiple cycles, and they posted a report. I haven't gone through it myself yet, not entirely. I've skimmed through a few sections that I found interesting, and this one I found particularly interesting. Bitcoin's longest period of negative year-over-year returns.
Wow.
Right? Bitcoin has experienced the longest period of negative year-over-year returns in its history, lasting 15 months. The longest period prior was just under a year. So this one's already 3 months extended. Okay, we've already gone 3 months longer than usual, more than 3 months. Our view is that we've seen enough. I find this hilarious. We've seen enough, guys. It's fucking enough, right? It's time to pump. Because, hey, it's enough, man. No more. I get this feeling of, he's like, enough. No more.
That is all we can endure.
That is that Simpsons meme, right? He's already dead. Right? I forget exactly what the meme is, but yeah, our views, we've seen enough. Right? There's only so long the markets can be down. Guys, this is bullshit, by the way. The markets can keep going down and down and down and down. But I see where they're coming from in that there's a lot of like demand for Bitcoin. The fundamentals are still extremely bullish. The macro environment long term is set up for a Bitcoin FOMO rally. So I kind of get what he's saying, but through a TA perspective, you guys got to be careful with this kind of mindset. Also keep in mind that he's selling his book, right? He's selling his book in that he needs investors to, he doesn't need it, but he wants investors to invest in the fund. So yeah. We believe the combination of recent positive events, the XRP ruling, and endorsement by BlackRock et al., in addition to Bitcoin halving expected to occur in April 2024, again, I don't like this. I don't like the fact that this narrative is becoming so strong, Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin halving, right? The expectation on its own should cause a rally stronger than usual, right? The expectation on its own should have Bitcoin
That's
beat
true.
all-time highs, right?
That's very
If we
true, yeah.
don't have new all-time highs, I'm going to be extremely disappointed before the halving. Everyone's going to be expecting Bitcoin to to make a new all-time high only post-halving, just like it's done every other time. That expectation should be beat because people should be positioning before that, or should be short before that, right? They should be like, okay, I have time, and then Bitcoin should test their time, should test their patience, and then they should have that FOMO to cause it to go higher. Like the psychology is just not lining up to me in that regard.
Yeah,
Markets-
especially given that NASDAQ and SPY rally the way they did, right? That should have given, and with the halving expectation coming in for next year, and literally everyone's talking about it, you would think that, okay, you know what, Bitcoin would see a bit of that push along with NASDAQ and SPY. So that's actually a really, really good point. The fact that the expectation did not propel Bitcoin to, well, break these regions of resistance at around 30K or whatever that we've been looking at. So yeah, that's a strong point, actually.
It's not that it did not. It has not yet. It has time to do it. I want to see something more significant before the halving,
Yeah.
right? We have a lot can happen in like 3 months for Bitcoin, right? We know that. So I just, like I said, I'm seeing it on Bloomberg, I'm seeing it on CNBC, I'm seeing it on all of these reports, and this wasn't a narrative 1 year prior to the previous halving, guys. No one was talking about the halving in 2019's bear market. No one, okay? It seemed like, yeah, no. But yeah, let's go down, scroll over here. There's something interesting over here. They've essentially, I can zoom in for you guys.
Yeah, it's better.
All right, maybe I can move this. Move us to the side, right? It basically shows Bitcoin's returns over multiple cycles, right? And he's categorized it as a pre-halving rally, then the halving, and then the post-halving rally, right? And this is a really, really good depiction of what tends to happen, where you have a pre-halving rally, which is not as strong. Then you get the halving, you get the pullback, and then the massive supply and demand shock that hits the markets, or the narrative hits the markets at the very least, and then you get the real rally, right? So the pre-halving rally, where everybody positions for it, the pullback, and then the massive rally. Okay, again, over here, you saw it 3.4x, pre-halving rally, and then a 30x, the actual post-halving rally. 2.7x, pre-halving rally, 8x, post-halving rally, 2.3x so far, and now they're saying 4.2x, right? This sits in line with the diminishing returns narrative. Keep in mind that they've kind of drawn in an average of the expectations. Price could live underneath and over this line as well, so you could see deviations above the line that could, like if you're seeing 147 as the average, you could totally see a volatile move that pokes up to like 170, right?
Yeah.
So again, this is based on their projections, which lines up, by the way, with my projections. I just think that if we're going into 2026, we should be seeing 200K. The longer the stakes, the bigger the rally. Their targets are probably deliberately conservative, right, to preserve reputation, etc., etc. So they're probably looking for higher themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, thoughts on this?
I think that's really good, and especially the whole thing of diminishing returns on every halving. Now, I like how we could see a deviation. So, what are your thoughts? Like, you think we could? What's everyone thinking here? From now leading up to the halving, do we see more sideways? Is everyone expecting more sideways, or do we see a deviation much like we saw here back in 2019? Right. So we had a deviation from 3K all the way up to 14K. But the 2.7x that it's calculating here is only from that 3K region to that halving point. So you're just looking at those two
Oh.
data points. That's the 2.7x.
Oh, so it's not the high.
It's not the high. It's not the high.
Ah.
Yeah. So it's not the high there, right? You're looking. So you're essentially looking at the starting. You're looking at the bear market bottom.
Okay, so the
and then you're looking
deviation.
at
This
it
would be an
to-
example of the deviation, right?
Exactly,
So if
that
they
would be
were
the
to
deviation.
draw in their, like you guys see the similar dot that they have here, right? If they drew it in over here, it would be going in like this, and the move to 14K would not be on that dot line.
Yeah.
And similarly, the move to. So you're saying this.
Exactly.
That's just the
because that would
Okay.
make more sense,
So they're
right?
they're calculating it to the high.
Exactly. So
Okay,
it's
post halving to the high.
yeah, to the
Sorry,
high.
halving to the high.
exactly.
Okay. I remember them doing a similar analysis like this in 2019. Okay, and even back then they were like, they had these projections of like 450-ish days back then too. So now again they're saying 480 days of rally. Okay, 480 days of rally, beginning 2024.
Yeah.
So that's 1 year away. You guys need to start positioning your mindset, positioning your get your strategies and learn now. Don't wait for the bull market to learn. Don't wait for the bull market. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Do not wait for the bull market to start learning, because there's so many people that it happened in 2022. Okay, there's one dude I remember so clearly. I'll never forget him. Hopefully he's not watching the stream. Most likely he isn't. But he came up to me and asked me for advice on how you should go about trading the markets, etc. And I said, hey man, for 1 year, just don't trade. Just paper trade. All you need to do for now is learn and get ready for the next cycle. I gave him the harsh reality of what he should do. And you know what he said to me? He's like, you're telling me I should just sit back and miss the biggest bull market the world will ever see? And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of telling you that, man, but trust me, it might be painful in the short term, but in the long run, you're gonna thank me for it. He didn't listen. He traded anyways. And that actually ended up being the top of the market. Did I know it was going to be the top of the market? No. It was Bitcoin is still sitting at 50K. We all thought Bitcoin was going to go to 100K, because as long as Bitcoin's sitting above our trend lines, we're going to keep expecting more, right? But even as bullish as I was, some of you guys will actually know him. But anyways, I'm not going to take names. But as bullish as I was, I told him, don't trade. Don't trade. Now's not the time. You should not be learning how to trade in a bull market. You should not be trading if you haven't learned how to trade already in a bull market. Learn prior to the bull market, because this is the best time to be learning. The market gives you time to get your emotions in check. Your emotions are what will beat you. You guys will know all the fucking theory, man. You'll know all the theory. You'll know how to draw the support and resistance lines. You'll know every goddamn pattern. You'll know your Wyckoff distribution, accumulation. You'll know it all, and you'll still get wrecked. You know why? Because the market didn't beat you. You beat you. You beat you, and you weren't prepared. That's all. You weren't prepared for yourself. You'll be prepared for everything, but you won't be prepared for yourself. Yeah, so learn now, make your mistakes now. Don't make your mistakes when things are going 10x, 100x in like a few days.
And more importantly, you're not going to get time to learn anything when shit actually goes parabolic. Like when, post halving, that's when things really start running, and you feel like you're under pressure to perform ASAP. So there is no time to learn. But also, Sean, this chart, this Pantera Capital report, it's saying something. There's an insinuation here, by the way, in this graph. And what is that insinuation? The low is in.
Yeah.
They're literally saying the low is in, the cycle has begun. Okay, we're in the initial phase of the markup phase of the cycle. And this usually takes time. It's a freaking slow grind up. Now you're either, positioning for the long term, positioning for the entire cycle, or you're taking time to learn. It's either or hell. If you're amazing and you got the time on your hands, you should be doing both.
Interesting. You have a good point over here in
Right,
regards
so-
to the low. And I just read this line over here. The actual low occurred in November 9th, 2022, amidst the FTX fiasco.
Right.
A month and a bit early. So they actually were a little bit more bearish initially, expecting the low to occur into December. Right? And the FTX fiasco just like propelled it.
Correct. Yeah.
Was a catalyst for the low. Okay, so you can. There's some insight there. And they win some credibility on that line over there. But again, I need to read this report word for word from beginning to start before I make any conclusions. Like I said, there are things I don't like especially up over here. Where is it? We've seen enough. But that being said, guys, okay, going back to the Mango objective indicator list over here.
Should move the camera thing
Oh.
there. Yeah.
Good call. Let's put this here for now. Our two biggest indicators, the weekly dynamic and the monthly tendency, okay? They are still green. The trend is still up. Okay. And if you guys go ahead and we have a screenshot from when we did this. Right over here, the monthly tendency. I was bullish on Bitcoin as long as we're holding the monthly tendency throughout this rally over here, 60K, 50K, etc. I stayed bullish. Keep looking for higher, right? We don't know when the trend will end. We don't try to call the top here. But as soon as you lose that monthly tendency, man, you got to lace up those boots and start getting ready for a potential bear market, right? And that's how things turned out. Now over here, we're above the monthly tendency. We're still above the monthly tendency, and as even though things are looking bad, I have to remain bullish because my rules are telling me to remain bullish. If we lose a monthly tendency, we can look back down to 15K, 16K, 17K. Until then, no, right? Gotta stay bullish. So I'm on their side over there that the low is in. We're not likely going to test the lows until we lose the monthly tendency. Okay. Again, we're going to go through all of this. There's something else I do want to talk about. Pantera Capital is bullish, right? They've given you their reasons. You guys can go ahead and read this report. We'll post a link in the description. There's another reason. I really like this chart. It's an on-chain indicator, yes, but it targets behavioral patterns more. This one, you guys know that I'm very skeptical in regards to on-chain, right? And I was skeptical throughout the entire bull run last time, right? You guys know that. And it proved right to be skeptical because those guys were just bullish throughout. They never stopped being bullish. They got bearish at 17K. Very convenient. But there's something here. This is a chart by CryptoCon. You guys can go follow him. But follow me first. Jesus Christ. At Sean Dexter. You guys will see my... It's right here. Sean Dexter. Let's go ahead and explain this chart first. So it's Bitcoin's realized profit to value ratio. You guys don't need to fully understand it. But essentially what this is calculating the ratio between on-chain profits and on-chain realized price. Okay, on-chain profits and on-chain price. I'm trying to simplify it for you guys. On-chain profits, on-chain price. What is on-chain price? On-chain price is essentially they don't care about the actual price of Bitcoin. They care about the price of Bitcoin when the coin was last moved. That's why it's called realized cap. The realized price. When is the price realized? When you move it from the exchange you bought it to your wallet, right? That's the logic behind it. That, hey, when a coin is moved, it's moving to a new address, so somebody else has bought it from that person. Again, simplifying for you guys. So the realized price is when the coin was last moved. Realized profit was essentially the current price, the actual current price of Bitcoin, versus when it was last moved, right? So let's say I bought Bitcoin at $12,000 on Kraken and I moved it onto my wallet. That is going to be essentially the realized price. But now Bitcoin is sitting at 25,000. So the difference between 25,000 and 12,000, $13,000 is my realized profit. Okay. So this is calculating my realized profit to the market, to the realized market cap, the realized price. And you can see that there's a higher band over here, the red band, and there's a green band over here, okay? Usually, markets have bottomed twice on the green band, that basically tested the green band twice before starting the bull run. And you can see that right over here. In 2015, we tested the bottom of the green band, okay? We bounced, we had a rally, and then we tested again, and then the real bull run started. This was 2015. 2018, we tested, okay, the bottom over here, had a rally, came back down, and then the bull run started. Now again over here, 2022, guys, we tested it once, and now the current positioning is about to give us a second test, right? We haven't dipped into it fully yet, right? But we're seeing a lot of confluence that, hey, a lot of market participants are going to be looking at this as a really key critical level to accumulate Bitcoin, right? Remember, our objective higher time frame indicators are being tested. I wrote this 1 week ago. What did I say? I'm like, guys, we're holding a weekly level, the weekly dynamic. But what's going to be important is the week after, because we're going to be closing the monthly. Because if we lose the weekly dynamic, we're going to be losing the monthly as well. At the time, we were testing the weekly dynamic. At the time, we were testing the monthly 10 SMA. We're still testing those levels. We're testing it while the on-chain indicator is also telling us that we're coming to give us a second dip into the realized profit ratio bull band, right? Let's call it the bull market support band. Yeah. So yeah, Confluence there, guys. Confluence and Pantera Capital says, we've seen enough. They've said we've seen enough. Right? So, Confluence there too.
You just gotta wait it out, guys. Just gotta outpatience Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's really shitty volatility.
Alright, so any questions before we go on?
And yes, hit the likes, please. Goes a long way, more than you know.
Now we'll just run through the charts, and I want to show you guys what you guys need to pay attention for leading into this weekly close. All right, this is going to be a quick section. We had our fun, we had a discussion. You guys know our mindset at the moment. We are longer term still bullish because of our monthly trend still being intact, etc. Midterm though, things are a bit shaky. We can't talk about that now though. Let's go ahead. We're going to start with the weekly dynamic, the first objective indicator. Last time we discussed it, we were holding it. Are we still holding it? Yes, we are. Look at that. The market seems to be defending it, right? That's why I fucking love this indicator. It adjusts itself for what the market is looking for. It's cheat codes. Look at that. If you close underneath it, guys, at that point, just simply start closing out positions, all right? Start hedging, etc., etc. This M-like formation is going to get activated. You see this M over here. M stands for merger. We'd be looking down towards at least $19,000 to $21,000 at that point. If we lose the monthly level, along with that, and the monthly levels right over here, the monthly 10 SMA, right? We lose if both these levels are lost around the same time, because we're about to close a weekly in 15 hours, and the monthly level is closing in 4 days, right? So we close the weekly, and we close underneath, and that causes the monthly to lose its level in 4 days. At that point, I'm actually going to be mentally getting ready for around 17,000. Right? You have to mentally get ready for that. There is a monthly support level right over here though, at 19,300. So you can draw the zone. So we're talking about downside targets even though we are still trending up. Okay? It just shows that if Mango is doing it, the bottom's probably in of this rally at the very least. Okay? So yeah, weekly level still holding. No reason to get panicky. Okay? Monthly 10 SMA. This has been a really good guide for bull market and bear market trends. Let's go ahead and draw it out for you guys. Boom. Pretty much over here too. Had a nice little rally. COVID. I can just draw it like that. But again, if you chop underneath, you've got to hedge. Take it back. Got to hedge back out. It's choppy over here, but you got to deal with that. TA isn't completely perfect. It guides you as to what is likely to happen, right? Now we are living above. Can we chop around it? Sure. But if we lose it, you look for downside. You look for deep downside, right? It could be indicating a huge market event to come. So yeah, monthly still holding. Let's go back to a few other charts I do want to discuss. Okay, yeah. Weekly Tenkin. We lost it. This is red over here. So things are looking bad in that front. Kusha, what are your thoughts on this?
No, it's like we were looking for the Tenkin to get defended as well as the Cloud, right? So now the Cloud was, and the thing is that we had both at one point. Now the Tenkin is important, and why? This is something that we've been bringing up in the daily videos, right? Every time Bitcoin does start that macro trend, you'll find that when it does reclaim the Tenkin, that's usually the initiation, that's price action telling you that, okay, it's time to start positioning bullish, start positioning bullish for the cycle to come. But now losing the Tenkin has sort of delayed everything, right? So now we have to sort of, and this is where the monthly now comes into play. We've lost the weekly trend, look towards the monthly is still holding. But until and unless, Sean, we take back that Tenkin, we're looking at sideways.
Yeah, that's essentially been my read too. Claiming the Tenkin is when you start looking for the momentum leverage trades, right? Just because you're bullish on the monthly doesn't mean that you start putting on leverage trades, right? Unless you're already in a trade from the prior trend and you're already in profits all the way down from around 17K, 19K. If you're in that kind of position, you could honestly even use the Kijun as your exit, right? You don't want to lose a Kijun, but if you guys are getting into brand new positions, I would say wait for the tanking to get claimed. You guys can see that the cloud has been cheat codes as well for this entire run. Look at that. Look at the bottom of the cloud being respected over here too. So losing the bottom of the cloud is an indication of, hey, let's wait. Now here's the thing, guys. Okay, I'm going to talk about a couple of good news and bad news scenarios on the cloud. If you guys remember back in December, Jan, I wasn't all that bullish for big targets. I wasn't looking for anything above 42K, right? I said 45K max, and that's where Mango is going to be getting out of most of its position. If we get to 45K, 42K fast, right? Like, let's say around September-ish, we've already sitting at around 45,000. I wouldn't be bullish. I wouldn't be looking for 100K, 200K. We would be taking most of our profits. Never all of our profits, most of our profits. Why? Because the cloud would be out of equilibrium. The cloud would still be red. In fact, you can see it right here. We are almost at September, the cloud is still red. And back in December, we projected that the cloud would still be red if Bitcoin made its move up to that level, right? And that's a sell. And we went through the historical analysis of that. I'm not going to go through it right now. But my point is that we were looking to sell at 45K if Bitcoin made its move really fast up. But we said if Bitcoin takes its time at around the 30K level going sideways, then that would give us time for the cloud to flip green. This Kumo twist would come in. We'd go in like this, perhaps a mini edge to edge, down and then up, right? Something like that. We can talk about that when the time comes. So the good news from the cloud analysis is that we are getting time for higher targets now. Now I can look for 200K. Now I can look at Pantera's capital targets of 150K and be like, yeah, that's reasonable, okay? The bad news, the ugly news, is that we are now in a precarious position where Bitcoin may actually get a bearish TK cross and then close underneath the cloud, in which case lows get tested, lines up with what I said with the monthly. If we lose the weekly dynamic, lose the monthly 10 SMA, price starts living down over here, the Tenkin comes back down, closes underneath the Kijun, we have bearish TK cross, red cloud, we have to look for new lows. We have to look for new lows, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it. You guys don't want to hear it, but the TA is telling us you have to look for it. It's not happened yet, but I want you guys to take a screenshot of this and put it down into your trading journal and make sure that when it happens, you're ready mentally, right? See, like I'm
That's a
seeing
good-
viewers drop off already because people don't want to hear it, but it's fucking the truth, guys. It's the truth. Right.
It's true. It's not. The weekly is not looking too good. Like if you have to just view it through an unbiased lens, we've lost some pretty crucial levels on.
Do
that.
you look at this dude here, Dultex, crazy making trading decisions only on a indicator? Firstly, we're using multiple indicators. Then he asks, do you think whales and institutions use indicators? Yes, they effing do. They'll never come up on stage and tell everyone or all of the retailers that they are using it because they know exactly what retailers think and they know exactly what to say to retailers to make them buy into their bullshit. But when you listen to the guys who have already made it, Stan Druckenmiller, Paul Tudor Jones, Ray Dalio, all of these legends use indicators. Okay? Like, even the most macro-oriented guys on Twitter
Yeah.
and women on Twitter, you read their reports, they'll have a section where they'll talk about tactical targets, right? And they'll talk about things like price making a new high, price defending the weekly 200 moving average. They all use indicators to make decisions, guys. Don't fool yourselves. Anyways, this is, by the way, me. I had a pure fundamental background. Pure fundamentals. But anyways, do you, man, do you. 4-day dynamic not looking good, right? This is again over here, one of our red indicators. Oh shit, was the camera covering anything, guys?
No,
Oh,
I
you guys
think-
can see it,
I
right?
think,
Okay.
yeah, it was-
So yeah, 4-day dynamic looking ugly, likely going to confirm bearish on the second candle. Yeah, 4-day dynamic needs to reclaim, guys.
Yeah.
Needs to reclaim.
That was one of the bull run signatures that we
Yeah,
were looking
on
at,
the
right?
way up.
We had like a list of indicators and signatures we were looking for
Yeah.
Bitcoin to reclaim.
So-
The 4-day dynamic was one of them, and we've lost that. So that now has sort of gone off.
Yeah.
We need to reclaim that to have that entire sort of that 4 levels of bullish indicators just going off. So we don't have that just yet.
Yeah, so we need to see the sum reclaim. It's lining up with the weekly Tenkin.
Yeah.
I don't think you know what a market maker is. I don't think you know what a market maker is. There's a difference between a market operator and market maker. Know the difference. Okay. I'm not going to look at the comments. Stick to the analysis. Next thing is the weekly 200 moving average. For that, we can actually go back to Ichimoku
right, yeah.
and just hide this. Weekly 200 moving average too, we've lost it, right? We've closed underneath it. But again, last time too, we lost it. The difference between last time and this time is that this time we've lost it along with the 21 EMA. Last time, we were like, okay, you know what? The weekly 21 EMA is holding. So I'm going to be looking at that because it's the lower moving average underneath the higher moving average, and that's what's more important, similar to the 10 SMA and the 21 EMA on the monthly. So the 21 EMA on the weekly holding was more important than the 200 SMA not holding. This time, lost both. So not good, not good. Like I said, a lot of work needs to be done. The weekly dynamic might be giving us the big clue here, but we lose this, guys. Not good, not good. At that point, I think the monthly. You think if we lose a weekly dynamic, monthly could still hold? Or we lose it monthly on the next month, like September. And then December, we come down to the lows. We get like the best Christmas ever. Santa gives everyone cheap Bitcoin
See,
with
it's-
tears.
I think the thing is that the monthly, like you can't really, as traders, you know, even if you're positioning for the midterm, you can't really confidently look towards the monthly because there will be a month is what, 31 days. You're looking at 31 days. Like how many times, even if you look at the banking crisis wick, right, you can actually get price action going down another 20% within a month, only for the month to recover, all right, enough to close over support, right? So you can get that price action, but what you've missed in that is a better bid opportunity, right? So it's about really sort of thinking in like a multi-time frame level. Can you get better mid-month? Right, so yeah, we could lose the weekly. The weekly could be like, hey, we're coming down to $18,000 per Bitcoin.
So you're saying
And
like,
it will come down to 18.7K, but only for the month to recover. It'll probably see a bounce. It'll probably might see a recovery, only for the month to recover over, I don't know, what's it sitting at right now? For the month to recover over 24K.
so the monthly candle is, so Kush has a good point, guys. The monthly 10 SMA is currently sitting at around 25,000. Okay, let's round up, 25,000. The next month is likely going to tick up. So the previous month, for example, it went up by $500, right? This month, let's say, goes up by $400, 25,400. Okay. What Krisha is saying is that we could definitely dip underneath by what, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000,
Like whatever. From
and then
wherever
close
it's-
above, right? Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, look at this wick over here. 10% wick of around $1,500, right?
And that's not even the entire wick.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
But I'm
not
talking
even
about the
the
dip
entire wick.
underneath the.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
only looking at the wick underneath.
Yeah, that's true.
The 200, the 10 simple.
Yeah. So let's look at the
Right.
entire wick.
That's
That's a good $3,000 move.
yeah.
Okay, so it could happen. We could dip down to around 21,000, get everyone's $21,000 target, and still hold the monthly time estimate. That'd be awesome. Okay, but let's see how things go. We don't look for that until we lose a weekly dynamic. We lose a weekly dynamic, that's when you get bearish, right? Until then, stay bullish, stay bullish. We're keeping you on guard for the bearish mindset, but that doesn't mean you get bearish here. Okay, back to the list. Dixie, we won't talk about that today. Tankin, we talked about. Cloud is still red, right? It's been red since the beginning of this run. This never turned green, which is why we never looked for those higher time frame targets, right? When it does, that's when we can start looking for it. Okay. Weekly 200 EMA. This is another bullish indicator that we can look at. Let's hide everything else. BLX would be better for this one. And then we can wrap up.
It's like giving us a sign to
Yeah.
go to McDonald's. M for McDonald's. Could be M for murder, but it's a Sunday,
Where's
so it's
my-
M for McDonald's.
Why is my oh sorry, over here. They changed it. This used to say MA, now it actually says SMA. So confusing. Anyways, the weekly 200 exponential moving average has been a really, really good guide as to whether you should just be patient or, buy Bitcoin. And you can't be using this all that much, but it counts now. Right over here, 2015, bounced off it multiple times, rally. Over here, use it as resistance really, really, really well. I remember this viscerally when we were waiting with excruciating agony, waiting for Bitcoin to break to the upside. Every test of the exponential moving average was rejected, hard rejection. It's like, man. And even this candle over here, I remember this candle. And this, by the way, the weeks that followed, that is an example of Bitcoin climbing the wall of worry, right? Climbing the wall of worry. And then capitulation by the bears. As soon as we took out the highs over here, this all happened in one big move. Huge move. This move here, this rally. Okay, so my life changed between this area and this area here. It just took, in total, 3 good trades. I had really good short on Bitcoin and a long on Ethereum and a long on Bitcoin all the way up over here.
Yeah.
Right? It just takes a few, guys, it just takes a few good trades to change your life in crypto. Right? I don't win multiple wins. I win a few good wins, and the risk management takes care of everything while I'm losing for the other durations, right? Other trades. So few good wins, that's all you need to catch. When those come though, you got to run those profits. Let them run. So now we're sitting on the 200 exponential moving average yet again. You can see how the market lost it over here, capitulated, bounced into the 200 exponential moving average, rejected, banking crisis started because the banking industry knew that this 200 exponential moving average over. I'm kidding. But it's all in the charts, guys. See, it's all in the charts. Follow the charts. It will guide you. 200 exponential moving average again over here. And bounced off it, and now we're testing it again. We lose it, not a good sign. We lose this right over here. Lining up with the weekly dynamic also being lost, likely going to come down. Anything else that we need to cover before? Oh, there's one more. The 2-day Stokes. This is something we haven't covered. I used to cover this a lot back in the day. 2-day Stokes now is kind of putting in a pattern where it's showing that the bears are struggling to see continuation. Right? If you go ahead and mark out all of these areas over here where the 2-day Stokes have bottomed, remember, you don't use Stokes or RSI as an oversold or bought indicator. Use it to detect momentum and waning momentum, right? And we're seeing waning momentum, right? In every time the price comes down to the 2-day Stokes, to bottom of 2-day Stokes, the bears are not able to use their momentum to push price into a downtrend, okay? Into a downtrend. Over here too, bounced. And now again, we've come down, it bottomed, and it's struggling to see continuation. We're going sideways. So if this crosses again bullish, likely going to see a move to the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Overall picture, weekly. Wait a minute. Got a super chat thingy. Love the Mango streams. Glad to be able to join, and we'll have to catch your Dixie views next time. Haha. Yeah, dude. I'll cover Dixie on Wednesday. We're gonna do another live stream on Wednesday. Kusha, you gotta run. I'll do the altcoin analysis with them.
Yes.
Kusha's gotta run. So I just realized that I promised you guys 5 altcoins. You give me a list of altcoins.
Okay, I'll shoot it to you.
Yeah, and
5 altcoins. Thank you, Aaron.
I promised you guys altcoins, so I'm gonna sit here and do the altcoins with you guys. I almost forgot about them. Man, time flies. Time flies when I'm talking to you guys.
Okay, top 5.
Kisha's getting jealous, huh?
All right, guys.
Patience is what you need if you're a swing trader. Yeah, man. Exactly, Dultex.
Top 5 coins: Cardano, ETH,
Okay, I'm gonna type it down here.
okay, ADA,
Yeah,
ETH,
ETH,
BNB.
BNB.
That's 3. There's Axie AXS.
Oh my god, guys, I'm done. Okay,
That's 4.
okay.
The 5th one is Dogecoin.
Those. Velodrome. I've been. We'll do Velo. We'll do Velo. We'll do Velo on. I've been training Velo, man. I've been training Velo, so very familiar with that chart. But we'll do Velo on Wednesday. OP and Velodrome.
All right, guys. I'm gonna
Bow out.
bounce. But yeah, this was great. We'll do it again, and I'll be joining Sean in the next stream again. So yeah, hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. Peace.
Okay, sure. Don't worry. I'll hide the webcam. So. Okay, I didn't hide the webcam. I zoomed in.
All right. Do you want?
Yeah, just keep that there.
Okay, cool.
All right. So we're gonna begin with we'll begin with Julian's coin, BNB. Wolvie, is there any coin you want to cover? ETH, I guess. Let's see what's going on here. Oof, nice pickup. So remember the support level we were talking about? Pretty good pickup. What are your thoughts, Julian? Let me pull up the chat on the other screen. Not broken support yet. My invalidation on the short is close back inside the bear flag range. So this bear flag right over here, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and look at some trend indicators. Weekly is not telling us much. It is moving down aggressively though. So I mean, this monthly looks like garbage, dude. Looks like garbage. Like if this breaks down, it's good. Like the risk reward trade on this breaking down is huge. It's huge. But similarly though, any candle close above this level here, you see this candle here, guys, this indecision candle, you can use that as a risk management. Like if you're taking a trade on BNB, you could take a really small position and get a big win, right? Because this move down is from 215 all the way down to 38. But similarly, your stop loss needs to be all the way up over here at 267 if you're trading this on the monthly. Yeah, this does not look good. It's the kind of trade that you want to be short on, but we're seeing a monthly support. This is monthly support, right? So you don't short here. You short higher, like Julian did. He used the bear flag range. Yeah, he uses bear flag here, right? So we have this. We have a double bear flag kind of cascading pattern going on. Like we have this bear flag that broke down, and then we have another bear flag right over here. That is a continuation of the breakdown of the bear flag. But then if this cascading pattern starts flipping to the upside, guys, that's when things can get nasty to the upside. So don't get stubborn on your positions, right? I know Julian won't, but the rest of you, firstly, don't short here because it's monthly support. You can wait for bounce and then reposition. Maybe on the weekly dynamic, right? Could be another trade. But a bounce over here could, just we will reassess when the bounce comes in. But Julian has a target, first target of the bear flag lining up with this liquidity zone over here, this low getting tapped at around 180-ish to 168, right? So keep an eye out for that too. It's a measured move apparently for this bear flag. I haven't done it myself. I'll take Julian's word for it. Losing that level, losing this low over here, any candle close, any weekly to monthly candle close underneath this, and it's GG. That's another great shot. It's GG right there. Lights out for BNB, looking all the way down to 38. Maybe 45. Right? Maybe 45, but honestly 38. Yeah, very precarious chart. Very scary chart. I wouldn't want to be BNB here. Target of weekly is 167, I think, but it'll find... Yeah, I think so too. If it closes the weekly underneath that low, guys, that's a good shot. Especially if you close a weekly underneath that low. Like you guys can note this down in your book. In your trading book, a weekly candle underneath and then a retest of the monthly level, that would be a beautiful effing play. right? So if we see the market start showing weakness and start showing signs of capitulation, this is a really good way you could hedge against your positions, okay? Putting on a hedge against your positions by shorting a weak coin. All right, now we'll do VRA because I may forget. It's on my list. Just on first glance, man, I'm not getting much out of this. Support here. It's not trading cleanly, that's for sure. So this is what you're going to be looking at. Falling channel down onto support. If this bounces here and starts closing candles above 4 cents, I guess. Is that 4 cents? Whatever that is. 1/4 of a cent. How do you say it? 4 pennies? Like, I don't know. It's not, yeah. You guys get the idea. Just take a screenshot. Closes above here. And especially over here, this target is right over here. You look at this, the low high of the falling channel. And that's like a 2x. Almost a 2x from here, right? So yeah, that's VRA. Long, but monthly. Let's go look at the monthly. Closing monsoon. Lower high on the monthly, dude. Tested this perfectly. So we have monthly resistance right over here. And based on the monthly trend, I'll be looking towards 1 cent. Yeah. So if the markets go to shit, this is coming down here to 1 cent. I can say that with pretty good confidence. Yeah, 1.5 or whatever, like whatever this number is. Okay, what's the next coin? EXS. Axes, yes sir, we'll do Axes. Yeah. So this is exactly VRA, but fast forwarded, Scotty, right? You can see what happened here. Monthly lower high, and then took out the low, right? Yeah, you see that? That's VRA. Let's go back to AXS. Can I move this? No, I can't. But yeah, AXS essentially. Let me go to the weekly on this, and let me delete all of this. Okay, weekly level right over here. Over here. But these lows, I'll just delete this. This is probably more important. Yeah, this is this downtrend, dude. Disgusting chart. Like you could try buying it. I would be interested at 70 cents. 70 cents. If this does reverse though, if it does start showing signs of reversing, there's a big move all the way to $82, right? A huge move to $82, but it's not showing signs of reversing. Like you need to wait for that. Not right now though. ETH is nice. I'm in CAS at the moment, says Wolvie. Okay, we'll look at ETH. So what are the other coins? I think ETH was on the list, right? Yeah, so dude, Axes is very similar to VRA, monthly downtrends. They aren't showing signs of like, there's support here. Wait, I gotta say there's support here. But man, I want yeah, they're better charts to trade, guys. Don't look at older coins with so many bag holders that are all going to be eager to sell to buy new coins, right? This is just, it's too much work. There's too much work this coin needs to do. It could do it. It could do it. And man, like the upside here is very tempting, but I don't know. If you believe in the fundamentals, etc., by all means. If you think its valuation at $115 is underpriced and it could go further to like 200, then yeah, by all means. If you think that, but the chart here is bad, but sitting on support. That's the analysis. ETH. This is the kind of monthly chart you guys want to see. This is the kind of monthly chart you guys want to see, right? So ETH is, let's go find another chart. We'd like to see it hold 1648 in 4 days. So the bulls should defend that. The bulls really should defend that. At the very least, they need to be defending 1581, which they seem to be defending at the moment. Not defending 1682 is a sign of like not being eager, not being eager to get a position. But Bitcoin is also not holding key monthly levels, so I wouldn't fault Ethereum too much for that. Losing 1584, look straight down to 1190. Straight down. Straight fucking down. Yeah, that's the buy zone. That's the buy zone. Let's go look at ETH BTC. Hopefully ETH BTC is looking like shit. That's what you want. Alright? Wait, you guys are looking at the right chart, right? Okay, cool. Let me know. Sometimes I mess up my screens. Okay. We want ETH BTC to look like shit. It's not looking like two. It's looking okay. I won't delete that. Let's go to the weekly and see what's going on. Okay, yeah, falling channel. It's a good thing I didn't delete that. Falling channel. Over here, good bounce up. I know. I want to see, like, let's say Ethereum dumps down to 1,120 on the ETH USD chart, but Bitcoin doesn't dump as much. That puts the ETH BTC valuation at really, really good prices. I'd really like to collect some ETH at these levels here, preferably. Like, I don't think we'll get it, but whenever I say I don't think we'll get something, we do get something. So if there's like a BlackRock ETF news, right? It's going to be really hard for Ethereum to compete against that, and maybe we'll see a move down over here. And at that point, it might be worth converting a bit of your Bitcoin into ETH to play the ETH BTC ratio, because there's a big range over here, big range. So yeah, ETH. Again, let's go back to ETH USD chart really quickly. All right. And this would be a really, really good attractive zone to be buying at. If we lose this zone, though, Jesus Christ. No, look at around 750, 780 underneath at 470 after that. But long ways before we do that. Nice hairstyle, Sean. Anyway, thanks for the charts. Hey, man, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the kind words. Glad you're enjoying the TA. Okay, what's next, guys? What's next? ETH at 280. I mean, that's nailed the price that I averaged in at in the previous cycle. I don't think we get that, though, again. That would be amazing. But something's really wrong with the markets and crypto at that point. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, Nathan. Nathan, you asked for a coin, right? What was it? Hey, Frank, how's it going, buddy? Okay, what coins? I did Cardano. Whoa. Sitting on support. You guys want to buy Cardano? Really easy level to be managing a position. We lose this level. We come down to 17 cents. So 24 cents support. Monthly. Oops. What the hell? Fat fingers, Sean. Fat fingers. Monthly support 2. New low. Low high. We want to start seeing like a rounded formation here. Like this. Because once it clears 40 cents, big move to $1. You'll see a big rush of flows of capital coming into Cardano at that point. Okay, so Cardano's done too. Aaron says. Oh, by the way, I really, really appreciate the super chat. And Optimism Frax. Well, yeah, we'll cover. Oh, man. I'm tempted to. We'll look at OP. Because I've been watching it myself. So I do have a chart here. Not looking good, man. But we did do a forecast on this. If it did break down this falling channel, this zone over here would be a really good buy zone. Seems like it broke underneath that buy zone, bounced up lower high over here. So it needed to hold that buy zone for us to be looking for that move to around $1.80-ish, but lost that, right? It lost that buy zone. That was a sign of weakness, and now we're putting in a low high. And Yeah, it's not even, it's using the zone now as resistance. Look at that if you zoom in. Yeah, so I don't like this. Don't like this, unfortunately. Monthly, though, might tell a different story. Monthly is telling a different story. As long as the monthly is holding this neckline here at around $1.33, not bad, not bad. But the weekly isn't looking good. I don't like this picture over here. This could turn into like massive left head, right shoulder. You guys see it? Right. The markets need to start seeing support across the board. Ethereum, Optimism, Bitcoin. ADA, the 5-day chart. RSI, I don't look at RSI, man. Not right now. You guys should go watch Blockchain Backers Thursday video. If you go down to 12, okay, we're going to whale. Or I mean, yeah, if we go down to 12K, 14K, we could go way, way lower. So, but we have lots of support before then. It's too soon to talk about that. Yeah, I agree. We talked about something similar at the beginning of the video, Jesset, in regards to the weekly Ichimoku. Yeah, Frank says that's a huge if. Yeah, that reeks of fear mongering. Reeks of fear mongering in regards to whoever else is talking about these things, right? I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's not healthy to be looking at those kind of things, right? When we start losing levels, we will look at those things, though. Over here at Mango, we're trend traders, man. We just follow the trend, and the monthly trend is objective list. Can't look at one thing, right? People look at one thing, and they'll sensationalize it to get the drama, to get you guys to feel these emotions. Why? Because it's a lot more exciting. Likes, subscribes, etc. You can't be objective. You can't have an Excel sheet like this and do well on YouTube because this shit's boring. People don't want boring. People don't want to make money. People want excitement and they want to lose money. Good night, buddy. Good night, Veta. Thanks for joining. I see. Okay, cool. Maybe I misunderstood what you're saying then. Alrighty, I think we covered every altcoin. Any final requests or is there anything I missed? I'm tired. No, I haven't gotten it yet. It's not available in my region, unfortunately. I do have Krisha's relatives, Krisha's family coming down from Canada, though, so I'm going to ask her to pick it up for me. So she'll bring it with her. It feels a bit rushed, right? Lynn Alden's release. I wonder why. Because I really expected it to be available. Or maybe it'll be available in like a week. How you liking it? In a way, I'm kind of glad that it's not available because I was feeling a bit guilty of like the books I'm reading at the moment I need to finish that I'm struggling to get through, right? And it seems like Lynn Alden's book just conveniently shows up as a distraction for me to have a really nice excuse to not finish books that I've promised myself to finish. Nice, good to hear. I mean, we can, S&P 500 is not all that important. We don't need. It'd be nice to see SPY make a new high, honestly, but Jesus Christ, the 2-year sitting at 5% now again. The 3-year 4.7, the 10-year 4.2, seeing some resistance over here, really, really good. Dixie, Seeing some resistance. That's really good too. Let's see what WTI is doing. Finding dynamic support, not good. Dynamic support, not good on US oil. You should have more time to read now, though, right, Wolves? Cheers, CBK. Wahoo. All right, guys. I think we'll wrap up over here now. I think we've been streaming for 1 hour and 12 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want more, and make sure to join the Discord so that way you guys are notified for the next stream. I tend to do these impromptu, but I've been trying to kind of be on schedule Wednesdays and Sundays, so we talk about the weekly open. I'll see you guys in the next one. My name is Sean Dexter. Until the next one, do it the mango way, do it the easy way, do it the stress-free way. Ciao. And thank you all for joining. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Wolvie. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Sachin, if you're still here. Thank you, all of you. Yeah, I'm going to forget names. Joltex, RN, all of you, man. Chauvin, too. I'm going to forget Chauvin. Cheers, guys.